What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kids moving. I'm back with another video. Now, let's talk about PlayStation. They have just surpassed 40 million worldwide PS5 consoles sold. Took just 32 months to do that. Now, it's about 2 months behind the PlayStation 4, which was able to achieve this feat in 30 weeks. PS5 is not too far behind by doing that in 32 weeks. Now, I'm an Xbox guy. I'm an Xbox fan. I primarily game on Xbox. However, I do have a PlayStation. I actually have a couple PlayStations in the house. My son has a PlayStation with a disc drive. I have a PlayStation without the disc drive. I play whenever it's necessary, but I haven't played on it in a little while. But I do support PlayStation when I deem necessary. But my primary home of gaming is the Xbox, and that's I'm going to tackle this video from the Xbox. And no, there's not going to be any shade to the PlayStation here. They achieved a feat, and it's not a small feat. They achieved 40 million. It is a milestone, and PlayStation was able to post about it. I want to talk about this from the Xbox point of view, and how does this make Xbox look? You consider that the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series came out around the same time. Both have a bit of a slow start, not for hype. It's just that they both struggled to get enough out. PlayStation was able to supply a lot more than Xbox around like the first 6 months, and then Xbox was able to supply more than PlayStation in like the early parts of 2021 and so on. And then PlayStation was able to get their supply situation situated, and then they've been off the charts. It's a tale of two stories between the PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation is looking at record growth and record hardware sales and record revenue earnings, and their games are selling. They're still able to produce exclusives, and when they're not, their first party isn't releasing anything, they're striking these timely third party deals, such as Final Fantasy 16, which was rated highly. It was a commercial success, a critical success. Xbox is coming off of Redfall, which was a commercial failure and a critical failure, and they haven't seemed to recover. Now, Microsoft does good things when it comes to their showcase. Had a great showcase. The future Xbox is great with the games that are coming out, but it's the delivery and delivering now is where they're struggling. Now, sure, they've been tied up with this Activision deal, but at the end of the day, that shouldn't stop you for serving your current customers. And I think Xbox is struggling this way, and PlayStation is succeeding in a way because during the PS4 generation, which was an important generation, was that even though Xbox started out strong in terms of content wise, their messaging and marketing wasn't appreciated. It was cool to hate Xbox. PlayStation was able to capitalize that generation, and then finish off that generation with strong first party exclusive mega hits like The Last of Us Part 2, Spider-Man, God of War 2018, Horizon Zero Dawn. They were able to just annually put out a major hit that would sell gangbusters, and gave the fan base more to look towards for when the PS5 released. So now the PlayStation itself, any PlayStation device, is literally like a must-have by default, regardless if it has games or not. Right now, I don't think the PlayStation 5 have any compelling games that I want to play right now, but PlayStation 5 has become literally the iPhone. It become the must-have. It's just like it because of what the PlayStation 4 has done. Like the PS5 is a must-have, and Xbox has allowed that. So there's no really scenario where Xbox beats the PlayStation in any case, because the PlayStation is the iPhone and the Xbox is the other device. Yeah, sure, it's cool, it's good, it got good perks, it's going to have a fan base, it can survive, but the PlayStation is the favorite, and Xbox isn't helping its exposure or its brand awareness, because Xbox does not believe in traditional marketing. PlayStation still believes in marketing. PlayStation still believes in billboards. PlayStation still believes in commercials. PlayStation still believes in painting buses and going to big cities and putting their game on Front Street, and putting their games in movie theaters, and leveraging their IPs to a degree where you like, oh, that's PlayStation. Xbox Does not. And Xbox has all the money in the world. Microsoft has all the money in the world. They have all the resources to do what PlayStation does, and they can do it times 10, times 10 million if they wanted to, but they don't. And that's what hurts, because, and then it baffles me that, Xbox can be declining in all their analytical reports, while PlayStation is succeeding and growing and getting bigger and widening the gap between the two. And then they have the reports and they talk about, Xbox not, Game Pass not hitting their goals, or the sales are down this, revenue's down this. And I'm like, dude, if you just utilize your money and market your consumer, the best thing, Xbox is the best thing for Microsoft from a consumer. Everything else Microsoft does is enterprise business related. Xbox is the only consumer facing product, and it needs to survive. This is the Xbox direct to consumer product that is actually good. An item that they want. They make their money from governments and cloud enterprise business, things that people need to have to run their business, right? So my biggest beef with Microsoft and Xbox is their advertising, their brand awareness. They don't market anything. They don't advertise the Xbox. They don't take advantage of that opportunity. They don't try to get new customers. Everything they advertise with Xbox, they advertise on the Xbox. Like, how you want to get a new customer advertising on the Xbox? You're only advertising to existing customers. They advertise on like little Twitter things like tweets and stuff like that, but they do not advertise on TV. They don't advertise on movie theaters. They don't advertise on buses. They don't go to cities anymore and do big extravagant things. So right now Microsoft has Starfield coming out, and it's a big game from Bethesda in over 25 years, and the marketing efforts have been very silent. I don't like it. You know what I mean? You can't have a game as big as Halo, as big as Starfield. It's like Rockstar shadow dropping Grand Theft Auto, even though it would be successful because of just brand awareness. But it's like, come on, you're going to put this game out with no advertising. And that's where it hurts. What Microsoft doesn't understand is, if you advertise Xbox, you will sell Xbox. When people buy Xbox, they will subscribe to Game Pass. Guess what? You sell more Xbox, you get more Game Pass subscribers. It's a positive. If you don't sell Xbox, your Game Pass, what's going to happen to Game Pass is either it's going to decline or it's not going to grow. The only people who are currently paying for it, they may continue to pay for it, or they may stop paying for it. The Xbox can only get new Game Pass customers two ways, and that's from the PC people, which there's hundreds and hundreds of millions of PC gamers. They're just not all subscribed to Game Pass right now. And then you got your Xbox, which should be the easiest way to get an Xbox customer, because the Xbox Series S is a digital Xbox, and that's an automatic Game Pass subscription with the purchase of the Xbox Series S. Xbox Series X, same thing. I mean, you will not sell an Xbox without selling the Game Pass subscription. So, but the problem is they're not selling Xboxes because they don't advertise Xbox. Now, Xbox have games coming out, but even when they have games coming out, their marketing efforts are very poor. So the thing is that sure, your game's on Game Pass, sure, you can advertise Game Pass, but still advertise the game. Starfield should be all over the place right now for on TV and print, previews, IGN. Everybody should have some sort of thing about Starfield going on. You can have the same level of hype that PlayStation gets. Sure, you're not going to sell the same because you're not trying to. You're trying to sell Game Pass. But if you have that level of hype in the game that you got coming day one to Game Pass, you're going to get people to subscribe to Game Pass. You're going to get people who aren't on Xbox to buy that game on PC, so you can have double success, whether it be subscriptions or unit sales for the game. And Microsoft is just not doing that, and that's why they're losing the PlayStation by these wide margins, and they need to get their act together, otherwise they're going to be forgotten again. And we hope with these new consoles, with the Series X and with the Series S, with Game Pass, with Starfield, that Xbox put their pants on and spend their money and advertise effectively, and they can have announcements like this. Otherwise, PlayStation's gonna, do what they did again, even with a better version of Xbox. But that's my video. I apologize for my background. It's just getting loud, but I need to get these bars off. Let me know what you think of the video, and what do you think of PlayStation, selling 40 million? Where's the Xbox at? 20 million? Who knows, man? Again, as always, even though I enjoy Xbox as a platform, I think it's one of the best consoles that I have had. They're not doing as good as PlayStation in terms of critical and commercial success, and that's all because at the fault of Microsoft and Xbox, because they're not advertising the way they should and need to. But that's my video, guys. Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.